Austin car sucks dick. That's the only. It's not so much of a question, but it's just a statement. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the first of the triple header races here on the Sunday night for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Tonight it is the super late models in action here live from the virtual Lanier National Speedway. 3/8 of a mile in distance short track racing up for the first two races. We'll head after this one for the UMP Modified at 8 PM Eastern. We are going to have the UMPs at the Lanier Motorsports Park, and to round out this triple header later on tonight with the 410 Wing Sprint Cars at 10 PM Eastern. They will travel to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for the call for the World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Shore Power Super Late Models qualifying about to begin. Taking a look at the points going into tonight. Blake Majulis sits atop of the point standings with 326 after 5 races. Dylan Hauser's done 6. He sits second quick with 317. That is a 9-point differential between Blake Majulis and Dylan Hauser. Dylan Wilson, in fact, he sits in position number 3. He's had 4 races and he's actually picked up 2 wins. So he's on 263 points. David Holloman on 260 in 4th. And then we go back to tie between Hayden Carbo and Terry Wolf in 5th position. Qualifying on the program right now. Let's take a look at these drivers on the racetrack as they get settled, as they look to take tonight's fastest qualifying out. Who's going to get it done? Well, let's find out. Down the bottom left is the driver that we are watching on screen. Brad Dyer in the 056. Blake near as well. There is Brad Moore in car number 1. Benjamin Nading has gone quick time at the moment. Jim Emery with a 14.483. Justin Sick, the 17S. Let's get a nice focus close-up of those machines as they thunder around this 3/8 of a mile racetrack. The 3D Racing Cape and Screen Printing 17S, Justin Sick in 17th quick. JD Sassy in the 022 machine. Corey Whitworth in car number 69. Waiting for a lap time. JD Brown has gone to position at number 1 with a 14.304. A 14.304. Evan C. moves to second quick with a 14.375. Hello, boys. Corey Whitworth second quick with a 14.364. The D1RT World of Thunder Racing League car number 7 Hayden Cardwell. Let's see what Hayden can do in qualifying. He's just been given the green flag for his first lap of qualifying. First lap for Hayden Cardwell. Quick time with a 14.275. A 14.275. Ashton Riggle in car number 82, the American racer. 82 machine, 28 quick. We look at JD Brown in car number 14, Mr. Hollywood himself. And on the racetrack in car number 51 for Swindell Speed Lab, Cole Cabray, 43rd quick. Wow. A 14.685. Chris Maguire waiting to come out onto the racetrack in that TVR Hunt the front. Machine not going to get a time. Devin Thompson circulating around the Lanier National Speedway. This is going to be the 60th car to take a lap time. Devin Thompson with a 14.997. This field, first through the 60th, 8/10 of a second, separates this entire field. 62 drivers signing into the pit area for tonight. And look at the D1RT guys. They go 1 and 2 here tonight. Looking from a point situation, Blake Majulis sits 8th. Dylan Hauser sits 5th. Dylan Wilson 2nd. David Heileman outside the top 20. Hayden Cardwell is quick time. So boy, oh boy, 4 out of your top 5 drivers inside the top 10 for qualifying. There will be 5 heat races on the program. Let's take a look at heat race number 1 at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. So boy, oh boy, 4 out of your top 5 drivers inside the top 10 for qualifying. There will be 5 heat races on the program. Let's take a look at heat race number 1. All sorts of mistakes here tonight. 8 laps on the board. Top 3 go through to the main event, with your winner going through to the redraw. Starting on pole, he went quick time this evening in car number 7. That's Hayden Cardwell. On his outside, car number 69. That's Corey Whitworth to start position number 2. Inside, second row, out of position 3, driving car number 03, Dylan Thomas. Lining up at a position number 4 in the 24 JR machine, Daniel Cummings Jr. Position number 5, driving the 19, and Garrett Inebrigi. Lining up at a position number 6 in car number 38, that'll be Chris Malone. Starting position 7th in car number 82, Ashton Riggle. Tyler Batten in car 37 will start position number 8. Lining up at a position number 9, car number 12 of Alex McCullum. William Duval will line up at a position number 10. Cody Slauson lines up at a position 11. Shane Kelly to start position number 12. Your 13th and final starter in car number 000, it's Chris Maguire. Stacked heat races here throughout all 5 heats, plus we'll have 3 B mains, a warm-up session, and then the main event to come. We take a look at the field waiting to come out of turn number 4. Hayden Cardwell on the gas. We are green here at Lanier National Speedway. Already starting to see these drivers. Look at them 2 and 3 wide, nearly 4 wide there on the exit of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Two rows of 3x3 as they went down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at the bullets. Chris. Oh no, Niebussy and Duval caught up there. We stay green, of course. No yellows in the heat races, unfortunately. Whatever happens, happens, but race control will be onto that one. Contact as the 12 of Shane Kelly and Alex McCullum. They've had contact going down into turns 1. Slauson, in fact, is Maguire rides in behind Kelly and Slauson. Then you go back to McCullum as well. Good little 4-car battle. Maguire up on the inside of Cody Slauson. They had contact, and Slauson, unfortunately, as Maguire is trying to run the bottom side. We take a look at Chris Malone in 5th. Daniel Cummings Jr. in 3rd as we watch him on screen right now. Top 3 have just sort of spread out. Top 4, even 5. Make that 5 and just spread out from the rest of the field. They've gapped him. Shane Kelly in that number 12 machine. He has got a couple of cars. Alex McCullum in the 22. And Chris Maguire looking to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. 6 down, 2 to run. Heat race number 1. It's all happening here at Lanier to open up the night for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com Shore Power Super Late Models. A white flag is out for your leader, Hayden Cardwell. He goes through turn number 1 and 2. Whitworth close, but not close enough as they make their way down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Going to the redraw tonight, Hayden Cardwell. He is victorious. Ahead of Corey Whitworth in second. Dylan Thomas grabs third. He will transfer to the main event. Drivers going through to the B main, Daniel Cummings Jr., Chris Malone, Shane Kelly, Chris Maguire, Alex McCullum, Tyler Batten, Ashton Riggle, Slauson, Duval, and Nebrigi. Heat number 2, cars taken to the racetrack right now behind your iRacing.com pace truck. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 80 for D1RT Racing, Dylan Wilson. On the outside of the front row for Team VLR.com in car number 33, Evan C. Starting position number 3, driving car number 713, that's Gavin Collins. Lining up at a position number 4, car number 53 of Brandon Francis. Starting position number 5, in car number 52, Chris Fisher. On his outside in car 49, it's David Hardeman at a position number 6. Starting position 7, driving car number 013, Brent Fair. On his outside in the 269, that'll be James Grace. Lining up at a position number 9 in the 5P, that'll be Dylan Petty with Bryce Bailey. He will line up at a position number 10. At a position 11 in car 15, Tanner Folds and Devin Thompson will start position at number 12. Your 13th and final starter in car number 09, Tanner Tomasi. Heat 2, Wilson up against Evans C on the front row. Wilson, green flag is out. We are underway. Evans C, Gavin Collins. Collins looking up on the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. We go 3 wide. Evans C, Brandon Francis and Gavin Collins. Here comes Hardeman trying to work the outside of the racetrack. Collins looking to take back that third and final transfer position. Oh no, Francis copped the bump from Hardeman, I think it was, as they went down into turns number 1 and 2, and Brandon Francis now at the back of the field. Hardeman trying to take away the third and final transfer position from Gavin Collins down into 1 and 2. He does. David Holland is in the third, but here comes Collins back to the outside now. Tries to shut it down low. Chris Fisher back there in position number 5 as Collins on the outside looking in. He stays on the bottom side. The TBR, Tilvahilla Racing. Number 5, Hunt the front. Chris Fisher in position 5 at this stage and looking to potentially get a front row starting position in tonight's B main if we can get the win, if we can get into 4th position, but I doubt he's going to get by Gavin Collins, as now here comes the 5P of Dylan Petty up on the inside of the other number 5. Oh, that's Chris Fisher. 6 down, 2 to go. Heat race number 2. Good racing for 4th and 5th right now. 5th and 6th, excuse me. The couple of 5s machines. The 5 and the 5P. Fisher and Petty race side by side on screen. Through turn number 3 and 4. They get the white flag. Final lap here in heat race number 2. But it is all Dylan Wilson. He will get the win in heat race number 2. He will go to the redraw. Evan C will grab 2nd. David Hardeman home in 3rd. 4th is going to be Gavin Collins. Then we go back to Dylan Petty, Chris Fisher, Brent Fair, Bryce Bailey, Tanner Tomasi, Tanner Folds, your top 10. James Grace, Devin Thompson with Brandon Francis just finishing a couple of laps. Steve, iRacing.com. Yes, it is a PC game only, buddy. Heat race number 3. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, driving car number 14, J.D. Brown. On the outside of the front row, your points leader and your defending World of Thunder Racing League Super Late Model Champion, looking to make a three-peat of championships. Driving car number 127 for Swindell Speed Lab, it's Blake Majulis. Starting position 3, he sits inside the top 5 in the points. Terry Wolf in car number 34, equal fifth in fact. JD Sassy in the 022 will start position number 4. Position number 5, Benjamin Nading and Zach McSwain out of position number 6. Jared Mogard in the 00 will line up out of position number 7. Wes Pauly in car 61 out of position number 8. Position 9 for Swindell Speed Lab, Cole Cabray. Position number 10 is going to be Ryan Sampsell. Your final row, Dustin Hall out of position 11 with Blake nowhere near the front in this one. He will line up out of position number 12. Heat race number 3 of 5. Here at the virtual Lanier National Speedway, 3/8 of a mile in distance, and the green flag is out. Look at the field go through turn number 1 and 2 so far. Clean and green, nice and tidy launch from all 12 drivers in heat race number 3. Sassy work on the outside, Nading comes up the racetrack. Sassy into the wall. Keep an eye on Majulis. Now look at McSwain trying to come through the field as well. The monsters of dirt, Checkers and Wreckers, Pro Late Model Champion, trying to turn it on here in the World of Thunder Racing League Super Late Model Series. He's going to get hit from pillar to post on that one. Cole Cabray, the 51, moving up to challenge for 4th position. Meanwhile, the battle is on for the race lead. Blake Majulis, Terry Wolf side by side. They were trying to get by J.D. Brown, a 3-car battle for the top spot and the only spot to go into the redraw tonight. So the worst you can start in this, if you win this heat, is going to be 5th in the main event, but there's a chance you may start on the front row. What's going on, Stephen Calamoda? Anyhow, back to the action. Terry Wolf continues to circulate on the bottom side of the racetrack. Cole Cabray down low. Majulis has gone to the top shelf into turn number 1 and 2. 3 to 1 as they went past the start-finish line on the front straightaway. They come down into turns 3 and 4. And it's the slider line from J.D. Brown. He's got the left front hiking up in the air, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets to the top of the racetrack, leaving the left front almost at home. Not quite, but maybe just leaving it on the trailer at the moment. White flag is out, the final 3/8 of a mile for heat race number 3. The slider line in full effect here at the Lanier National Speedway. Majulis unable to do anything with J.D. Brown as they go into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. 8 laps completed. J.D. Brown with the win. Second goes to Blake Majulis. Terry Wolf in third. Those 3 drivers we'll see in the main events. Cole Cabray, Dustin Hall, Benjamin Nading, J.D. Sassy, Jared Mogard, Ryan Sampsell, Blake Neer, and everybody else that I missed. The other 2 drivers, I apologise. Heat race number 4. Steve, you can get a monthly, 3-monthly subscription, or a 6-month, or a 12-month, or a 2-year. It's a subscription-based thing. Check out iRacing.com for more information. Heat race number 4. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in caliber 00 for Swindell Speed Lab, Kendall Tucker. On the outside of the front row for Elite 7 Racing in caliber 1, it is the Cuban with a small pack, Austin Carr. Ryan Underwood will start position number 3 at a position number 4 in caliber 240 of the 1M. It'll be Brad Moore. At a position number 5, it'll be Eric Scalf, and Scott Dobbs will start position number 6. Huey Quillen will start position 7. Justin Sick at a position number 8. Position 9 is going to be Steve Robbins, and Mike Molnar will start position 10. Jacob Prilliman at a position 11, and Mitch Stiles in the MDM will start position at number 12. In fact, Justin Sick didn't grid. The only car so far, Steve, I believe it is about $33 a month. All right, here we go. Heat race number 4. Car got a good start now, driving to the outside. The only driver to do so to get to the lead from that outside starting position. Tucker. Car had timed that start perfectly. Well, that's what I'm going to say, because I was actually trying to focus on getting the cameras right on the start. But boy, oh boy, Car looking to make an impact, to make a statement. He was trying to make a statement last week when he picked up a third place run, but here comes Tucker. They both run the slider line through turn number 3. 3 and 4. Brad Moore holding on to position number 3. Meanwhile, he's got Eric Scow from that MDO number 26. E-Machine working to the inside. Ryan Underwood trying to work high. There is Scott Dobbs in the 29. You can race whatever you want, whenever you want. There's always official racing, and there's plenty of just look. Best thing to do is check out iRacing.com. Here goes Tucker down to the inside for the race lead, down into turns 3 and 4. He slides up. Austin Carr. There was very little room to make that pass back up on the outside, but he did so. Scalp working on the inside now on Brad Moore for the final transfer position. 2 to run. And that $1 Million Motorsports World of Thunder Racing League, DirtFan.com Ultimate Dirt TV 26E Machine is on the outside looking in at the moment. They will come to the white flag this time by. We come back up to your race leader of Austin Carr, the Elite 7 Dirt Draft number 1 machine into turns 3 and 4. Tucker drives it in deep as well. It is going to be Austin Carr with the win. Second goes to Kendall Tucker. Third at the line, I think it was a blinking Brad Moore. It will be Eric Scalf, Ryan Underwood, Scott Dobbs, Steve Robbins, Huey Quillen, Mitch Stiles, Mike Molnar, Jacob Prilliman, and Justin Sick did not grid. Tegan, the 5 heat race winners will go into a redraw. Speaking of 5, this is heat number 5. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole for the 5th and final heat race of the night for Slick Sim Sports, car number 2, Dylan Hauser. On the outside of the front row in car 62, that'll be Jay Place. Jim Emery will line up at a position number 3. At a position number 4, it's going to be John Alatic. Lining up at a position 5, Brad Dyer. And the 6th starter will not be there, so that's going to move Dylan Holder up into position 6. Darren Little will start position 7th. 8th is going to be Robert Tucker. 9th is going to be Mario Perez. 10th is going to be Rusty Kruger. And 11th is going to be Brad Haldane. Here we go, heat race number 4. We're getting lazy on the cameras this one. We're going to watch it from the top of the commentary box here. Dylan Hauser getting a good jump on in turns 1 and 2 and on the field. The 16 of Jay Place rides in second. Jim Emery works on the inside, side by side as they come out of turn number 2 at the start-finish line. It's going to be Jay Place to hold on. Emery with a slight job. Jay Place into the back in Brad Dyer now up on the inside looking for that 3rd and final transfer position. Jay Place going to fall back to position 4, and if he's not too careful, John Alatic is going to take that spot away. Oh no, Emery had contact with Dyer. Dyer come down into Alatic, and Alatic nowhere to go. And now here comes the 16 of Jay Place. Slide job back on Emery as they're going to drag race down into turn number 1 and 2. Jim Emery going to hold on. Sorry, Jay Place will hold on to position 2 now. Jim Emery back there in 3rd, John Alatic in 4th, and on the outside looking in Up near the front of the B mains in the first row, it'll be for John Alatic. Emery now back to fourth in the number 4 for D1RT. 3 laps to get back by the number 60 machine. Can he do it? We'll find out. 3/8 of a mile each lap. And we're looking at your battle on for 3rd and 4th at this stage. Alatic, the FTP, racing the black and blue with the yellow outline of the 60 machine in 3rd position. For Capron Screen Printing and iRacing iFlag. Jay Place was starting to catch up to your race leader. Couple of laps to go. He has been a couple of tenths quicker, but through turn number 3 and 4, just making things look a little too easy. Checkered flag at the ready. Dylan Hauser, Jay Place, and John Alatic, your top 3. Jim Emery 4th. Robert Tucker in 5th. Brad Haldane, Brad Dyer, Dylan Holder, Rusty Kruger, Mario Perez with Darren Littoral. Home in position number 11. So out of the 62 cars, just 2 cars did not grid for tonight's heat races. The first of 3 B mains on the program for tonight. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B main number 1. 12 laps will be the distance. Your top 3 from each B main will go up to make a 24 car field. 15 cars scheduled to line up in B main number 1. Daniel Cummings Jr. and Eric Scalf in row number 1. Row 2 is going to be Dylan Petty and Robert Tucker. Row number 3, Benjamin Nading and Chris Maguire. Row 4 will see Huey Quinlan line up alongside Bryce Bailey. Row 5 will be Brad Dyer and Ryan Samsell. Row 6 will see Ashton Riggle line up alongside Mike Molnar. Row 7 will be James Grace and Darren Littoral. Zach McSwain rounding out this 15 and now going to make it a 14 car field because Brad Dyer, he is done. He has opted not to grid for tonight's B main number 1. Pace truck will see its way to the inside of the racetrack. This is the penultimate week. Next week, the final week of the series, as we get set to wrap up Season 7 for the World of Thunder Racing League, and the green flag is out. Daniel Cummings Jr., he got a good start. Eric Scalf on the outside of the front row now, feeling the pressure from Dylan Petty up on the inside. They drag race into 3 and 4. Chris Maguire straight into the side of Huey Quillen. Boy, oh boy, Maguire not making any friends here tonight. As there goes Huey Quillen, wanting to get payback, and well, that's not how you want to race, boys. As we are under yellow flag conditions for the first time of this evening. Shore Power Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. And Benjamin Nading, you are an absolute idiot. Well, all I can say is super late model drivers. Just when you think they're meant to be men, somebody, get the pacifiers out. Dummies are required to the infield ASAP. We got any spare pacifiers? Please. Daniel, 3. 3, Daniel, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Lights are out. 5 down, 7 to 1. Daniel Cummings, Jr., Dylan Petty, and Eric Scalf. The top 3, Bryce Bailey in 4th position. Petty slides up to the top of the racetrack. Eric Scalf now going to move into position number 2. He won't look for the lead at the moment because Daniel Cummings Jr., he has got that locked out at the moment. But I tell you what, he's starting to close in on the 24 JR machine right now. Cummings will hold on to the top spot and hold on to the top line as they make their way into turns 3 and 4. Hits the wall. That opens up the door right now for the 26E of Eric Scalf. And Scalf, as Steve McMillan would say, he's digging it deep and selling it cheap as the yellow flag is out once again. And we are set for a green-white checker situation. And boy, oh boy, Daniel Cummings Jr., Eric Scalf putting on a bit of a show here in B-Main number 1. So a reminder after this one, in about 1 hour and 17 minutes time, a new server goes up for the UMP Modifieds, presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. The UMP Modifieds head to the Limaland Motorsports Park. Aaron, I think he's going to need more than a whip tonight. And I'm pretty sure that some of these guys are going to love a spanking. Although they've got to stop crying first. I hate to say this, but I'm not one to hold back. It's just the iRacing community. The dirt community, it's toxic. Anyhow, green white checker. Daniel Cummings Jr., Eric Scalf once again. Zach McSwain, he started dead last. Stone cold dead last. And he is now looking at potentially a transfer position. Scalf under heavy pressure from Dylan Petty in the 5P machine and Zach McSwain on the top side of the racetrack. Scalf and Maguire, they race side by side. Look at McSwain around the outside. The final time, 3 wide down in the turn number 3 and 4. McSwain, who's going to get it? This is going to be tight, boys. Daniel Cummings Jr., Dylan Petty get the top 2, and Chris Maguire just gets the 3rd and final transfer position. 0.024 of a second. Eric Scalf is going to just miss out. B-Main number 2 cars taken to the racetrack right now behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole will be Gavin Collins. On the outside of the front row, Jim Emery. Position 3 will be Dustin Hall. Position 4 going to be Shane Kelly. Position number 5, Scott Dobbs and Brent Fair will start position 6. Dylan Howell will start position 7. Jared Mogard out of position number 8. Tyler Batten, I know you got a few fans in the house. You start position number 9 with Mitch Stiles to line up at a position number 10. Tanner Folds will start position 11. Mario Perez at a position 12. Wes Pauly out of position 13th. William Duval position 14th. Justin Sick didn't grid, and that'll put Garrett Nebregi at a position number 15. Yeah, Daniel, I mean, Eric was right there. He was second, solid second spot, but 2 laps, he just had to put 2 more together, and unfortunately, he just ran one wrong line, and it cost him. Anyhow, you live and learn. You guys have certainly got a good team together, and you got some good speed. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. In B-Main number 2, Gavin Collins will lead Dustin Hall, Jim Emery on the outside of the racetrack. Remember, top 3, Emery, Hall, side by side. Scott Dobbs back there in 4th, and you go back to Shane Kelly. Keep an eye on the 3D Racing number 29 machine of Scott Dobbs. We know Doug's more than likely out there watching. And Bam Bam trying to hammer it down on the bottom side and trying to make his way into the top three. He sits in position number 4 at the moment. And there is Jim Emery, the D1RT number 4 machine, trying to make his way into the main event. Yellow is out. Brent Fair on screen up to position number 13. So up to sixth position in car number 013. I'm disappointed, Daniel. I thought you would have been saying good luck to Mitch Stiles in the 54 machine. He's up to position 7. It's a bit rude. Showing favoritism. No, no, no. Halfway home, 6 down, 6 to go. Wow, that was a bit of a mess that start. I wouldn't be surprised if we go yellow. Garrett Nubrigi is around on the exit of turn number 4, but boy, oh boy, they are literally beating and banging off of each other down in the turn. It's too late for that one, Daniel. It's too late. You've already been called out. Yellow is back out onto the circuit here. What do you mean you don't see Mitch in here? Here, let me make sure you focus. They're the $1 Million Motorsports, iCall, DirtFan.com, high side graphics, and Mitch, there's still no UDTV on that car. I gave you last week as a warning, and you're still yet to get it on this week. Well, you know what? No more airtime for you then. This is what happens. See, you run the UDTV on your car. Of course, you got to run it by the page first. If they're happy to do so, you get more airtime. KM and Colby Taylor, thank you for those follows on the Facebook page. Appreciate it. Welcome everybody in that is watching on YouTube as well. There's quite a few of you there, so thank you very much for supporting Ultimate Dirt TV. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. Go to youtube.com if you're on Facebook. youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. No, not anymore, I don't, because he doesn't have it on his car. Here we go. Green one checker, not an extended one, just an original green one checker. To finish up, B-Main number 2, Dustin Hall, Jim Emery. They continue to race side by side. Gavin Collins absolutely annihilated the wall in turns 3 and 4 there on the last lap, as we've got 1 lap left to run, just a couple of turns away. And they are really taking it up for this final transfer position. Gavin Collins and Dustin Hall. Dustin Hall grabs the win. Gavin Collins second. And third at the line is going to be Tyler Batten. He makes his way into the main event. Jim Emery, who had third with 1 to go, he lost 3 positions. Wow, it is happening. The final B-Main of the night before we move into a couple of minute warm-up session. And then, of course, we are going to have the redraw with myself and Steve McMillan. You'll be seeing that one on your screen live. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for your third and final B-Main to see which drivers are going to take up the final 3 positions in tonight's main event. Cole Cabray and Chris Malone make up row number 1. Ryan Underwood and Chris Fisher will be row 2. Row 3 is going to see Brad Haldane and JD Sassy. Row 4 going to be Alex McCollum and Steve Robbins. Tanner Tomasi and Rusty Kruger. Row 5, Blake Neer, Cody Slawson. Row 6, row 7, Jacob Prilliman, Devin Thompson. Row 8 is going to be Brandon Francis. Well, it should be on the side of the race car, not on the rear sail, buddy. Just saying. All right, here we go. Green flag is out. B-main number 3, Cole Cabray leads Ryan Underwood. Down into turns 1 and 2. They were 3 wide. We've got one car around. That happens to be Brad Haldane in the 113 machine. We are staying green. No, there it is. There is the yellow flag. So, I'm excited, but I'm not excited to find out which drivers goes to victory lane here at Lanier over 50 laps later on tonight. We're still going to get through these 12 laps, plus we're going to get through a warm-up session. To say I'm disappointed to see it on the rear sail. Mitchell, Don, Joseph, thank you for that follow. Thank you for those follows, I should say. I'm going to say we're approaching 5,800 followers, I believe it is. Yes, we're 34 away at this stage. And we're getting closer to our sub goal on YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. You can come back and watch it on Facebook. As we get set to go back to green flag, Cole Cabray going to lead Ryan Underwood once again. Chris Malone in third. JJ, thank you for that follow as well. Here comes Underwood through the middle. Oh, Cabray slides up. Underwood into the wall. And JD Sassy coming up on the inside, but yellow quickly back out onto the circuit. I guarantee Steve McMillan in race control will not be happy about the constant yellows in these sort of races. You got to think there's only 12 laps if you're trying to get to the front from the back. We've already had 2 cautions, so that's taken away every lap of racing that we have had to offer so far. Shelby, Curtis, thank you. Jeff, thank you. Boy, they are just rolling in right now. So Cole Cabray. Little interesting thing about Cole Cabray, he was the Race Spot TV Chili Bowl Midget Nationals winner earlier on in the year. Of course, what a distant memory that is at the moment. But, well, Cole Cabray will lead the field once again. 4 laps to go. Underwood, Sassy, they ride in second and third. Underwood starting to put pressure in turns 3 and 4. Now keep an eye on the 5 of Chris Fisher working the bottom side. In the orange, black, and white, and grey, number 5, he moves into position 5. Chris Malone now looking to the outside on JD Sassy. Sass going to fall back. Well, in currently 4th position at the moment with just 2 to run. Look at him trying to find every bit of room, every bit of inch possible. Into turns 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The white flag is out this time by Rusty Kruger, trying to knock that outside wall down. 1 lap to go to find out our final 3 drivers. into turn number 3 and 4, getting the job done in car 51, Cole Cabray. He gets the win ahead of Ryan Underwood in second. Third is going to go to Chris Fish. At those 3 drivers, they will lock themselves into tonight's 50-lap main event. And you know what time it is right now? We are just going to await the arrival of race control. Steve McMillan to get his backside. He's A55 down into the broadcast channel, of course, having a stern warning to those drivers about what had just transpired in that B main. But here he is, right on cue for your redraw.
You ready?
Oh, Hayden Cardwell's going to hate me.
All right, Hayden Cardwell, number 7.
Position 5.
80, Dylan Wilson.
Position 2.
14, J.D. Brown.
Position 3.
1, Austin Carr.
Position 4.
2, Dylan Hauser.
Pole position.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good luck. Now, the reason I say Hayden Cardwell is going to hate me, every week that he gets into the redraw position, he gets a bad number. Quick time tonight. He wins his heat race. What is he rewarded with? Thanks to random.org, I might add. He starts position 5. Dylan Hauser picked up the heat race win in heat number 5. He starts pole position. They are the only 2 positional changes that we will see here tonight. Second, third, and fourth heat winners, they will start in their respective positions. I want to give a shout out to dirtfan.com for their continued support here with the World of Thunder Racing League, and of course Shore Power for their ongoing support with the Shore Power Super Late Models. Make sure you head over to the World of Thunder Racing League Facebook page, give them a like and a follow if you haven't done so already. Steve, Daniel, everybody else that helps out with the World of Thunder Racing League, they do a phenomenal job. And of course we want to give a shout out to our own sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thank you to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, JR Productions and Media, iRacing iFlag, Monsters of Dirt, and Black Diamond Motorsports. I also forgot to mention as well, and let me fix that up because I do apologize because I feel so bad that I've actually forgotten to do this. Jeremy Zarfos at JZ iRacing Photography. Make sure you head over to his Facebook page, give him a like and a follow. He is the official photographer for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com events on Sunday nights and Sunday nights only. I've been slacking getting the photos up. He did send me the photos over the weekend. However, I will get those photos posted on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. We've got the late models and the sprint cars. There was an issue with the UMPs, but he has taken them. I've just got to get the download files. I'm going to get the files and get them downloaded. So again, we'll have hopefully those photos up over the next couple of days. As we are set for our 50-lap main event, and I did forget to do something here because now there's probably going to be a copyright, but not if we get the not if we put it in the video. So in just a few moments' time, actually, you know what? Courtesy of AC/DC, it's Hell's Bells. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, it's going to be Dylan Hauser, in fact. Dylan Wilson will start position number 2. Position number 3 is going to be J.D. Brown. Austin Carr will start position 4. Hayden Cardwell will start position 5. Corey Whitworth at a position 6. Evan C. and Blake Majulis will start positions 7 and 8. Position 9 going to be Kendall Tucker and Jay Place. 11th will be Dylan Thomas, and 12th is going to be David Harlan. Then we go back to Terry Wolfer and Brad Moore, John Alatic and Daniel Cummings Jr. Dustin Hall, Cole Cabrera, 17 and 18th, 19th, Dylan Petty, Gavin Collins. Position 21, Ryan Underwood and Chris Maguire, Tyler Batten and Chris Fisher make up your 24 starters in tonight's main event for the World of Thunder Racing League Shore Power Super Late Models, presented by DirtFan.com. How good is it? There might be a copyright thing, but we'll get that added in. So we wait for Hayden Carbwell, Dylan Wilson to swap positions. They do so. Everybody else will be in their correct positions. Just the one positional change, but as the drivers make their way out of turn number 4, Race Control giving them the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. Rolling through turn number 3 and 4. They're going at a fair bit of speed right now, I must say, but ladies and gentlemen, the World of Thunder Racing League Shore Power Super Late Models, presented by DirtFan.com. The drivers are 4 wide as they salute you, the race fans, for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV to watch some of the best in the business go at it. They will break formation right now, and not this time, but the following time by. It is going to be on for 50 laps around the Lanier National Speedway. A couple of Dylans on the front row. Super late models. Into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event for the World of Thunder Racing League Shore Powered Super Late Models, presented by DirtFan.com. Your A main is green, and we are underway here at the Lanier National Speedway. Hauser went straight to the top shelf. Immediately, Dylan Wilson went straight to the bottom. Austin Carr trying to get around JD Brown for that 3rd position. Evan C looking up into position number 5 at the moment. There goes Hauser, runs the top side in the slick slim sports. Dylan Wilson going to slide up in front of Hauser. Carr trying to run the slider line. Wilson, your race leader. 2 in the books and 48 to run. There is still a mountain of laps to get through tonight's A-Main. And Wilson looking for his 3rd victory in just 5 races. 4 of the races that he ran so far, he has won 2 of them. Hauser yet to pick up a win, I think, in the series. Let me take a look. No, in fact, he's picked up 1 win. Blake Majulis has picked up 2. Dylan Wilson 2. Dylan Hauser and Davin Carbwell have both picked up a victory as well. So, can we see a new face in victory lane? JD Brown might just be that face that we are maybe looking at in parking on the front straightaway. He's immediately moved into 2nd position right now, relegating the 2 of Dylan Hauser. Brown slides up into turns 1 and 2 on the top shelf in front of Hauser. Here comes Evan C. Back to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. The drivers, and you'll notice the really good drivers that are able to run right through the slick here with the super low models. Their throttle control is probably at an all-time high. Look at Dylan Thomas there. Contact there with Kendall Tucker. Here comes Carbwell up on the inside of Tucker. As Tucker and Cardwell going to make contact. A little bit of a bump there from Cardwell as Majulis is now behind him. Battle on screen between Tucker and Cardwell. Cardwell runs the slider line back up towards Evan C. and Dylan Hauser. C runs the bottom. Hauser runs the slider line. JD Brown, 9/10 of a second, nearly a second from Dylan Wilson. Wilson looking to be the first driver to get 3 wins in the season. We'd have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 1. This is race number 7 of 8. Austin Carr trying to stay inside the top 5 right now. He's got Dylan Thomas pressuring him. On the inside, down low, Houses opted to go back to the bottom side. Evan C stays down low. Slider from Brown on nobody but himself. Runs the slider line into turns 3 and 4. Now here goes the battle for 2nd and 3rd. Evan C looks for position number 2. Evan C looking for his first win of the season for the super late models. So sort of looking at the point structure coming into tonight's A main. Majulis, Hauser, and Wilson, 1, 2, and 3. It's pretty much Majulis and Hauser. There's 9 points separating them. And at the moment, Hauser runs 4th, Majulis runs 9th. So there could be a change in the points scenario. Yellow flag is out for the first time tonight. Gavin Collins it is, I believe, in the 713. It was a little slow there through turns 1 and 2. Finally getting it back under power. So in about 1 hour's time. Don't forget the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com UMP Modifieds. They travel to Lanier National Speedway, fixed setups. So again, it'll come back down to the drivers. Chris, Sanisa, and David, thank you very much for those follows. Appreciate it. Should tell you what, already we're starting to close in on 5,800 just in this broadcast alone. So again, we appreciate all the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. You know, there's quite a few of you watching out there. We're about 26 away from that 5,800, and I can say over the past couple of months, the support here on UDTV has just been fantastic. Make that 25 away. Jake, thank you very much for that follow. 17 down, 33 to run. And could that be an ominous sign for the driver of the number 33 machine of Evan C? But Dylan Wilson says, no way, Jose. Hauser's gone back to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Brown on the low side. C was through the middle. C goes through the middle again. So that 1 second advantage that Dylan Wilson had over Evan C and the rest of the field has now evaporated. C really starting to put the pressure, trying to put the front nose going to the rear bumper of that number 80 machine and trying to force him into a mistake, maybe trying to force him up just a little bit without having to touch him. As Steve would say, he doesn't want to have his no-no touched as Wilson continues to lead. 30 to run at this stage, 20 down. As yellow flag flies one more time here at Lanier. So again, UMPs right here on UDTV, again on a new stream on Facebook and of course YouTube. And we're going to have Tommy from Checkers and Wreckers joining us for the UMPs and the 410 winged sprint cars. Sprint cars start in 3 hours time. So again, this is week 7, season 7, week number 8 next week. Championship Sunday night. What better way to round out the 2019 calendar with a championship triple header where 3 titles get laid on the line. We are going to have a new champion for the 410 winged sprint cars. As far as the super late models and as far as the UMP modifieds go, I don't even know the points for the UMPs, to be honest with you, but the super late models. That is going to be a bell ringer between Dylan Hauser and Blake Majulis. At this stage, there's 6 positions separating him. Here we go, green flag back out. We are nearing the halfway stage of this race. We just need to complete this lap, and then we are halfway. So as we complete lap number 25, we've got 25 to go. JD Brown, Evan C, side by side. Dylan Hauser still trying to persist with that top side of the racetrack. He's got the rear tires in the moisture, but just going the long way around at this stage. He's not having any kind of success at this stage, but right now, if I'm Dylan Hauser right now, I'm just going to continue to run upstairs. You're not losing any ground, you're not gaining any ground. And it's just looking at the times as they come through, as here goes Evan C up on the inside. Nearly contact down into turn number 1 and 2. Wilson continues to lead C into turn number 3 and 4. Wilson, he's leaving the door just a little open, just a little bit. C trying to force his way into that inside position on that number 80 machine. Can he make it happen? Not just yet. 22, make that 21 to run this time by. Tucker now to the outside. Dylan Thomas through the middle. Dylan Hauser back downstairs. Austin Carr. He runs the low side. Oh no! Hauser! Bond. Hayden Carwell got the worst end of that stick. There was contact. It was a slider from Kendall Tucker. And we sort of just caught the rear end of that one. John Alatic started 15th and up to position number 6, looking for a top 5. And what a performance from the FTP number 60 machine. Back up front, and there's still only about a 10th or 2 tenths separating our top 2. I continue to run through turn number 1 and 2 on the low side. Austin Carr in the 1 right through the middle. JD Brown slides up to the top shelf. You see the yellow flag flying. Griffin, it is the Chris Maguire, if it's the one you're thinking of. If it's the one you tagged. Got a feel for Hayden Carwell. Got a feel for that number 7 machine. Lights out. 14 to go. Green flag back out. Dylan Wilson got a good jump from Evan C. And that could be the break that he needs over the next 14 laps. JD Brown working to the outside. Here comes Austin Carr. Trying to sneak back up on the inside. JD Brown trying to persist with that slide job line through turn number 3 and 4. Kendall Tucker back there in position number 5. He runs the outside of the racetrack. The sun's starting to set here at Lanier National Speedway. As these drivers make their way through turn number 3 and 4. Just 12 laps remaining. As JD Brown has moved back to position 5. Make that almost 6 right now, because here comes John Alatic in that FTP. iRacing iFlag, Dirty Grass Soul, Monsters of Dirt, number 60 machine. He's now trying to get by Kendall Tucker for 4th. And I gotta say, John Alatic, a hell of a drive in that number 60 machine. Tucker works high through turns 3 and 4. 10 to go that time by. Just shy of 4 miles away from victory lane. Evan C into the side there on Dylan Wilson. There will definitely contact now down into 1 and 2. They beat and bang as Evan C puts the move on Dylan Wilson. Now Wilson gonna fight back up on him on the inside as he drives it hard. Oh yeah, boy. Just get the feeling something good is not going to happen. Well, let's cheer on Austin Carr. These guys, you know what? Let's stay on it just for the drama's sake of things. Evan C. Here comes Carr slide job on Evan C. Come on, Cuban. Get it done, baby. Oh, C. Back at Wilson, and now the inside opens up a gaping hole down into turns 3 and 4. Now Carr into Wilson. 5 to run. Austin Carr to the race lead. Oh boy, there's been more hits in the last 5 laps than what Elvis has produced. Evan C back to 3rd. Carr, your race leader. Dylan Wilson 2nd. I don't even want to talk to these drivers after this one. Oh, you just know it is going to be controversy. Wilson back to the race lead, and here comes Austin Carr through the middle again, Evan C. And look who is stalking him in the background, the Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. 2 to run here at Lanier National Speedway. C back up on the inside on Austin Carr. They get tangled together there on the exit of turn 2. Kendall Tucker no, Tucker, he got turned, and the yellow is going to come out just as Dylan Wilson got the 1 to go signal. Oh man. What an action-packed, drama-filled race. Oh, the content these guys are producing. Kendall Tucker went for the double slider. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off. Security to the infield. Security to the infield. Somebody call the cops. The green-white checker. Extended version here just to give us some more drama, give us some more excitement. Lights still flashing on the iRacing.com pace truck. John Alatic. Let's focus on a positive right now. John Alatic in 3rd. Evan C has just been relegated to an EOL position. Evan C, well, he's now back on pit road. What did you miss? A bit of everything. Here we go. Brandon, thank you very much for that sub on YouTube. Green Wine Checker. 2 laps around Lanier. Dylan Wilson, Austin Carr, John Alatic, your top 3. Can Dylan Thomas sneak into a podium position? Dustin Hall, I'm pretty sure he started at the back 17th. Another solid drive down into turn number 3 and 4. For the final time, the World of Thunder Racing League Shore Power Super Late Models presented by DirtFan.com, the win. And he makes it his 3rd win of the season in car number 80 in just 5 starts. Dylan Wilson gets the win. 2nd is going to be Austin Carr. 3rd will be John Alatic. 4th is going to be Dylan Thomas. Dustin Hall rounds out the top 5. Then we go to JD Brown, Blake Majulis, Ryan Underwood, Cole Cabre, and Brad Moore. Your top 10. Dylan Petty, Terry Wolf, Hayden Cardwell, Corey Whitworth, Chris Fisher, 15th, Gavin Collins, Daniel Cummings Jr., Evan C., Kendall Tucker, and David Harleman. Your top 20. Jay Place, Dylan Hauser, Chris Maguire, and Cody Batten will make up the field here tonight. Well, Kevin, if you're going to take Evan and Kendall, make sure you throw in Dylan Wilson and Dylan Hauser while you're at it. Throw in Hayden Cardwell as well. Just make it a five-man crew. All right, top 3, excuse me. Dylan Wilson, Austin Carr, and John Alatic. As well. Just make it a five-man crew. All right, top 3, excuse me. Dylan. John Alatic ready as well. But we are going to chat to our winner here tonight. Driving Kanabati for D1RT and gets his third win in just 5 races. Dylan Wilson, congratulations on the victory. A drama-filled race, to say the least, but let's focus on the positives. You start on the outside of the front row. Again, you get a pretty good redraw. You don't lose any positions from your heat race. And you come away with a 50-lap win here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. But what a race, and, well, 3 from 5. How does that feel?
Oh, it's good to shoot over 50% when you're racing, so we'll take it. Not the prettiest, but we'll take it.
Track looked pretty locked down during that, on the bottom side, during that feature event. You kind of didn't want to give it up, but was that the way that you seen it as well?
Yeah, Hauser shot straight to the top, so I just kind of went to the bottom to see if there was anything there, and it was there, and we got out to a lead, and then I saw Evan got to second pretty quick, so I figured he was fast, and he was faster than me. I was just trying to hold my line, not make any mistakes, and he got under me one time, and I didn't watch the replay or anything, so but he hit me once, and I thought, okay, and I still gave him room to get in the corner, and he hit me again, and then it was kind of on after that, and he didn't seem to have a problem with it. I didn't really have a problem with it, and that's how he chose to race me, so I just raced him back the same way, and hopefully next time we race against each other it's not like that.
I won't say what I was going to say, but I think Kevin Dedman wants to take yourself, Evan C., Kendall Tucker, Dylan Wilson, Dylan Hauser out to dinner. Are you up for that kind of? Are you up for that for dinner with the boys?
Oh yeah, I'll be there wherever.
I think Kevin Dedman wants to take just kidding. Yeah, congratulations on the win. You make it 3 from 5. You are sitting at this stage, coming into tonight, 3rd in points. Blake Majulis ended up finishing, I think it was about the 10th position, 7th position. So you're going to gain a few more points on him. You're going to gain a few more points on Dylan Hauser. There's always a possibility that you could win a championship after just potentially 6 races out of the 8. Would you be happy with that? 7th position.
Yeah, I think you said it was 8 series or an 8-week series. So
there's always a possibility that you could win a
I should be able to make
championship
a race, but if it's really long series, then probably not. I got a race car to rebuild this off season, so I'll probably be pretty busy on Sundays here in a couple weeks.
Well, this is week 7. It is an 8-week series. Next week's the final week. As I said, you've ran 5 of them. You've picked up 3 wins, and the points battle is going to be a lot closer than what it actually should be. So, anyhow, moving on from that, congratulations on the win. We'll let you get out of here, and we'll let you thank some sponsors as well. As I said,
all right, thanks, Brett, and UDTV for putting this still on, and Roll the Thunder, and thank you to D1RT Racing, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you. We'll see you in the modified race.
All right, Dylan Wilson there, home in 1st place. Well, he fell short by a couple of inches. The story of his life, Austin Carr. Austin, congratulations on this 2nd place run. I was actually cheering for you then. I thought you had a chance at a win when Evan and Wilson were just absolutely beaten on each other.
Yeah, I seen that happen, and I was just like, damn, I'm just going to sneak by here and win the race. And I got out there to the front, and then Evan kind of got into me a little bit and then allowed Wilson to get right up there. I think if I could have got in the clear track, I think I had a faster car, and I could have drove away. But it didn't work out like that, and it's just good in the open setups to actually finish towards the front like that and actually compete against these guys. I haven't really put the time in to even try to, and just found something to put it together. And overall, it was a decent race, and was just actually good to get green flag laps in, at least even if it was single file on the bottom, but it was still fun.
Coming to the white flag, a yellow comes out. You have a green-white checker situation. Pretty much your last shot to try and get the win over Dylan Wilson and the rest of the guys out there. What was going through your mind just as you were heading sort of into turns 3 and 4? And what was going to be what was the mindset? What was the game plan going into those final 2 laps?
Just to finish at that point, I was just like, I just want to get it over with and just get a podium. And if he slipped up, which is Dylan, so he ain't gonna mess up, and I was just like, just settle for second and just take it and just come back next week. There was just no way to pass unless something happened. So I wasn't banking on that. I was just ready to just get on and get out.
All right, well, speaking of getting out, we'll let you get out of here and celebrate a second place run here
well, that's
tonight.
not very fun.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Shut up. Listen, you do as I say, all right? We'll let you thanks to people and some sponsors, buddy.
I gotta thank everybody over at Elite 7. We're still alive and breathing over there, whether you believe it or not. Dirt Draft, Shop Quick, Chase Young Hands Esports, Five Knuckle Raps, and always gotta thank you guys up in. Can't forget Water Truck Productions.
Hey, Dirt Tracking too.
Oh, Dirt Tracking, yeah, man. If y'all haven't
on.
downloaded the new app, well, Tim doesn't want it to be promoted on here. I already talked to him, but. Go check out Dirt Tracking 2. It's a great app and great fun thing to play, especially when you're bored at work. So multiplayer, everything on there, and I think Ultimate Dirt TV. You guys do a great show, and then World of Thunder for putting on a great league tonight. It was really fun.
All right, there we go. Austin Carr home in second position. Home in third place. He passed 11, 12, 13 cars to get all the way up to the final podium position. He starts position 15th. He passes 12 cars, in fact. But John Alatic, John, congratulations on this third place podium. Boy, what a drive in the number 60 machine. You are hauling ass on that bottom side and passing cars like you were taking names.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, it felt great to get out there and run with those guys. Man, you know how tough that field is. Just was patient. Me and Zach McSwain worked on that setup today before the race, and my plan was just to roll the bottom and be patient, keep it clean.
Starting that far back, right in the mid-pack of this 24-car field, as you said, talent all the way from first all the way through to 24th. What kind of expectations do you have coming into that 50-lap main event, considering that, during that warm-up session, a lot of the drivers, they were searching around, and what did you find during that warm-up session?
I mean, every time I run this track, I'm very good on the bottom there. So I'm just staying, no matter how slick it gets, I'm just going to stick on that bottom. I think that's a fast line if you can be patient down there and easy on the throttle off.
All right, well, congratulations on the third place run here tonight at Lanier. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate. Excuse me, but before we do, of course, we'll let you thank some people and some sponsors on this race car. We know you got a few.
Yeah, let me thank Full Throttle Performance, the team, Daniel Powell and all those guys. Capron Screen Printing, iRacing, iFlag, TAC 3 Defense, Monsters of Dirt, and Dirty Grass Soul. And thanks to Zach McSwain helped me get this dialed in, today in practice. And, you guys for the broadcast and Steve for the leg. And everybody for racing me clean up there. It was a good, fun race.
All right, there we go. John Alatic there, home in third place here tonight, and repeating your winner in caliber 80, Dylan Wilson. Austin Carr comes home in second with John Alatic in third. That'll wrap us up for the Shore Power Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. Of course, don't forget to check out the World of Thunder iRacing League on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/WOTRL. Give them a like and a follow. Don't forget to check out DirtFan.com on Facebook and on their website. You can also check out the World of Thunder on the World Wide Web as well, www.wotrl.com. Of course, don't forget to check out JZ iRacing Photography, the official photographer for the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. Sunday night series, three races, the Super Late Models UMPs and the 410 winged sprint cars. Don't forget the UMP's up in about 30 minutes time. We'll be live in 40 minutes time. You can catch all the action right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, if you're watching on our Facebook page, hit that like and follow button. Keep up to date with all the sim racing action we've got going on during the week as the calendar, the year winds down. We are getting less and less. We're pretty quiet this week, actually. Just this tonight, and of course Tuesday, the VLR series. But more on that later on after the 410 show. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night. And until the UMP Modifieds, up next.